Flowers brings Mayflowers Gardening Basics 101 with Miss Regina and Zisha.
Yes, here we are again, the Zisha and Regina show. We have not done this in a while. We were so excited to bring this opportunity because what we wanted to do is to bring happy health back to you all again. We've had a lot going on in the month of April with all of the COVID stuff and the shutdown. But we want to remind you that we are still in a health crisis, and we want to keep you aware of what we should be doing to boost our immune and to keep our health happy. So this is one way that we can keep our health happy, and that is to plant good, healthy plants. So I'm going to be potting some herbs, and Miss Zisha is going to be potting some.
Flowers. So you happy flowers.
Yeah. So herbs, builds immune system. So in my pot here, first of all, we'll talk about how to do this, but I'm going to be planting some basil and some thyme and some tarragon, and we'll talk about what each of those plants can do for your immune system, and we'll talk about the pot and all that goes in it, and then Zisha has on her side of the.
So I have a verbena and a crimson. So we'll plant those, and that will be our nice, happy, beautiful flower bloom here too.
Now, for me, this is my first rodeo, so this is going to be fun. So I'm going to be looking forward to all the comments. So I expect lots of likes and lots of instructions at the end of the video or during the video. Please, please, please drop me some love. Let me know how I'm doing, because I would love to take this from the center to my home. And Ms. Zisha can continue to instruct me on, because I understand she has a beautiful green thumb. Mine's right now is just kind of brownish green. Green in these gloves, but we'll see if we can make them permanently green. All right, shall we get started?
We should.
Okay.
The other thing too, though, like if you're outside working, what are some things
yeah,
that we
let's
should
talk
think
about
about before we're outside in the sun?
Yeah, so before, well, I was going to get to that too. So before we go outside in the sun, aside from gathering what we're planting, we want to make sure that we have our handy dandy hat to keep ourselves blocked from the sun. If you are very fair skinned or not, you should apply a little sunblock, or make sure you have some long sleeves on. You can also put some sunglasses on if you need to, because vitamin D we do need, but you also want to protect yourselves from those UV rays, okay? So make sure we have sunblock on and a hat. That's why I'm wearing my green hat. Yes, I know we're indoors, but there is always a method to Regina's madness.
The hat is good.
The hat is good, especially in the sun, yes. And sunblock is even better. And believe it or not, browner skinned people burn too, so make sure you use your sunblock.
Yep, and whatever medications you might be on, that sunblock
Yes.
might be very important, because it could be a side effect to being sensitive to the sun.
Yes,
So
yes. And make sure you have some water. Don't stay out in the sun too long. Take a break, because I know some people get out there, and gardening is so therapeutic and so relaxing, and it's so fun, and it's competitive to yourself too, because you have this weed over here that you're fighting and you're determined to get rid of, and then you have this beautiful plot that you're working on and you want to get it finished, and we get lost in time. So we make sure we're taking those breaks, taking those drinks of water, going to the bathroom, and doing all of those things that we need to do to ensure that we are healthy planting, and not just taking too much time out in the sun without taking a break.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's get started.
So with the pots, what we did here is this pot does have a hole at the bottom, but we added some rocks, some stones. If you happen to have any rocks or stones in your area, it's always great to just grab them.
And I do the same here.
Yep. I know in our yard we can easily dig up a bunch of rocks, it seems like. But the rocks will help with drainage. So when you're planting your flower pot, and you put in your soil in, it will help with the drainage when you're watering, and it also kind of gives it some lift as well. So that's the rocks. If you have them, great. If not, it can work without them too. So next what we'll do is we're gonna take our potting soil and we're gonna put potting soil into our pots. And you want to probably, put enough in there just to get it at the height that you kind of want it. But you have to make sure you have enough space so when you take your herb or your flower out that you have enough room to plant it in.
And then some plants require you, they will tell you when you purchase them how far apart to plant them. Some plants need to be planted 4 to 6 inches apart from each other. Just kind of depends on how they root at the bottom. So I do kind of know that just from trial and error before planting them too close together. So you want to make sure that you have a pot large enough to space them out. Since I'm growing herbs, I'm growing them all together. And I just bought one of each, and I'm growing them organically, so I'm planting them in organic soil. So we will have organic soil, and these, all of my plants will be edible, and we will use them in our menus and stuff this summer. So yay, I'm excited.
All right, so we'll go ahead and put the soil in.
All right.
We have our shovels. Normally, I actually won't use my shovel.
Well, I'm just because I'm a kid and I want to play, I'm going to use my shovel. How about that?
There you go. When I'm at home, I just did some pots the other day, and I just kind of dig right in there and I scoop it in just like that.
See, I have to be cute about it because I want mine to be just all evenly done. And see, she's making it, all nice and neat. And she'll be finished and I'll still be.
And I am not a green thumb. So when I'm picking out flowers, I have to ask questions, and I try different things. I am like kind of basic and dry for the most part, or very safe. But when it comes to like the flowers and stuff I do, I have more personality. I'm more eclectic, and I like to make things colorful. So at my home, I'll have like bright purple pots, I'll have bright orange, bright red, and then
I love that.
I mix up my colors. But anyway.
I tend to be very uniform in everything. Everything has to match, and this has to be this, and it has to be the same. So when we went pot shopping, notice we got the same colors, but we didn't have the same design. So that was probably as eclectic as I could probably get.
I was gonna say, I love what we chose. I really love that pot.
But
that one, I've never done herbal planting.
Well, I feel like I'm gonna have to dump this because this needs to be.
But I would like to try.
This needs to be a lot deeper than the soil I have. There we go.
Good.
All right.
And if you want, you can use some of this too.
Okay, I think I'll top it off with maybe some of that. I think that was good. All right. Alrighty.
So next, do you want to talk about your herbs?
Oh, you go right ahead. I'll follow suit.
Well, mine's pretty simple. So this is a crimson, and I sometimes like to do an ivy or something like that too. But this one, as you planted, it's got a pretty big face there.
It does.
But sometimes I like my flowers to kind of outgrow the pot or hang over. But I kind of loosen up the roots right here a little bit. And then I just put it right down in there. And I cover it all with the remaining soil. So, and this one, they call for to be like 4 inches apart, so they'll be nice and happy together. But and this calls for just like regular watering. Oops, gosh, that one.
Well, you put one on this side and one on that side. That'll give you some inches apart there. I love it.
This is So these are both in full or part sun. So, and then it just regular type of watering. So
It smells good.
you don't have to do
smells
it every
fresh.
day, just whenever the soil kind of gets dry. And that's basically it. See?
Beautiful, beautiful. I love it. I love it. Okay, so here's Miss Regina over here. I'm gonna try to be as knowledgeable as
Clean?
Miss Zisha. So my first pot plant is going to be Doche basil. It's just a sweet basil, and it's GMO free as well. Oh, we're so organic over here. Ben's gonna love this. So we're just gonna empty this from the pot, and we're gonna break. Oh my God! I wish you all could smell this. Smell that. This smells like this is spaghetti ready already. Oh my gosh. So we're just gonna kind of break the roots up here a little bit here as well. I'm not as messy as Miss Zisha yet.
I know, it just dumped out.
That's all right. I'm gonna plant mine dead in the middle because I feel like that's where it belongs. And it's gonna need more dirt, so I'm just gonna set that there. Isn't he cute?
Yes.
All right, so we know basil is sweet and can be sweet, and this is used in a lot of Italian dishes like spaghetti and lasagna and herbal type meals and chickens and things like that. So we can break this off. It just grows. You break it off or cut it off, and it grows right back. And then the next one that we're going to be planting is called a French tarragon, and this can be used in tarragon sauces, eggs, fish, and this is a French herb, and so we have an Italian herb and a French herb. We're traveling across the globe here in this pot here. In the same way, this one doesn't have quite an aroma to it yet, so this one's going to be interesting. I've not had this before, so I've had tarragon, but not this particular brand. So we'll see how this one works. So we're just going to dig a little well here. I've already broken the roots up a little bit, and I'm going to put that one there. I almost could have bought a fourth plant for this pot, you know?
Well, those they'll grow
Yeah.
out too, so they'll probably be pretty filling.
And then this last one here is a lavender thyme. Another non-GMO. It smells like lavender, and so you asked me, was it a flowering herb? And it does say it's a flowering thyme, and it's for tea and desserts. Oh my goodness. It grows about 18 inches tall, and it requires full sun. And it smells good. It smells like lavender. A very light fragrant. Oh my goodness, I'm excited. I can't wait to partake of these, any of these. I wonder how you would make this in a tea. I'm gonna have to look this recipe up.
Right. I was gonna say, and we're here at our Fisher's location, or South Hamilton East.
Oh, this one, the roots are, there we go.
See it grow here.
Oh, okay. Oh, that smells so good. That smells like it's ready for a tea bag now. Trying to get that all broken up is a little wily. Okay. All righty. So now there we go. I may take a little bit of your
Yes.
dirt, just kind of fill in some of my areas here. So because this pot is so deep here, I'm going to have to mix my soil just a little bit and put a little of this Miracle-Gro around here. And then after we finish this, we will just put a little water on these and place these outside.
Yeah.
And These are ready for hopefully some sunshine this week.
The weather should be looking nice the next couple of days, so we'll be happy to see them grow.
All right, so this is, oh no, this is not even planted deep enough. I'm sorry, guys. This right here needs a little bit. Yep, there we go. All right, so here is our April Showers Bring May Flowers herbal plant and
Happy plant.